Welcome back to Arctic Scavengers. We are about to begin here, and we are up, as in me. I'm the initiator this turn. And of course the goal of the game is to have as many tribe members in your tribe, more than anyone else. And so with that in mind, let's start the turns. Probably going to do 3 turns this episode. And of course there's a contested resource in every turn, and we're going to be starting. So let's zoom down in our play area and begin. Alright, so I'm having a look at my cards here, and we have a spear, we have 2 brawlers, a refugee, and a scavenger. So I think because I have 2 brawlers, I'm going to take the scavenger and I'm going to use him to draw a card. And with the scavenger, we drew a card and got another scavenger, which doesn't really do me a heck of a lot of good. But what I am going to do is I'm going to recruit a scavenger with a scavenger because he's worth 1 food. And if you look at the scavenger card, which we just looked at, it costs 1 food to recruit him. So we're going to recruit him. I'm going to put the brawler with the spear, the other brawler, and the refugee into the contested resource skirmish pile. And now we're over to Craig. Alright, so Craig has had a look, and what he's going to do is he's going to take a scavenger with a shovel, and he's going to go digging around in the junk pile. So that's going to give him 3 card draws into the junk pile, and of course he's going to be able to keep one of them and toss the other away to the bottom of the junk pile. So he puts 2 cards on the bottom. He's going to keep the 1. It's going to go under here where we don't know what it is. Now what else is he going to do? He is not going to put any characters into the skirmish. Wow, that's pretty unusual. But what he is going to do is he's going to use his scavenger with his group leaders. Now group leaders can't be by themselves, so they must be accompanied with a tribe leader because these are green. They're not a standalone item, and so he is going to use it for 3 food. Doesn't need it, so he has 2 meds and 3 food. So 2 meds, 3 food is going to give him the ability to recruit, yes, a sniper team. So he's joining the sniper team crew as well as Owlbear. Okay, over to Owlbear. So again, Craig out of the skirmish. So looking good for us, but who knows what Owlbear is going to be up to. All right, Owlbear's had a look. Owlbear is pretty confident in what he wants to do. He is going to commit 5 cards to the skirmish. Yeah, that's not good. All right, well, we're going to reveal cards for the skirmish now for the contested resource. And yes, I forgot to look at the contested resource. Silly me. Well, let's just pretend we looked. And it's a wolf pack, which is actually a tool, needs to be attached to a tribe member, would be good for 3 food or 2 attacks. So that's what we're fighting over. And so let's now reveal our cards, except for Craig. He's out of the skirmish this time. And see who wins between Owlbear and myself. All right, so here we have us. And I don't have Owlbear's handout at the moment because he's going to be playing some rotten tricks. But we do have a brawler with a spear. A brawler with a spear and another brawler. However, out comes one of the sniper teams from Owlbear, which means he gets to snipe off one of my characters. So this will count towards how many tribe members we have if there's a tie, but it is kind of discarded. So he's going to snipe off one of my brawlers. So this brawler is no more, and I don't believe it counts. Well, it will count as a tribe member, but it does not contribute to fight. So he's out of here. He's also pulling another rotten trick, and he's using tear gas, which is select one opponent tribe member and reduce its fight to 0 or bonus fight to 0. So he's using tear gas on my other brawler, reducing this fight to 0. So now I have a brawler with 0 fight using a spear. I have a total of 2 fight. And yes, the other 3 cards he has are a brawler with a shovel and another brawler for 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 attack versus my 2. Owlbear cleans up and takes the wolf pack into his possession. Wow, we got trounced, and Craig didn't even bother to participate this time. All right, the initiator card now is going to move over to Craig. And let's do another round. All right, it is Craig's turn to go first this round. And the first thing that he is going to do is he's going to take his scavenger and he's going to use that to draw one card. All right, he's drawn a card and now he is going to commit 5 cards to the contested resource, which of course he gets to look at to see what it is, and only he gets to see what it is. Over to Owlbear. All right, Owlbear's had a look at his cards. And he is going to use a scavenger and pills for 1 food and 1 med, and that is going to allow him to buy a saboteur. 1 med, 1 food, and this allows you to disarm 1 tool card, forcing it to be discarded from another player. So yeah, he's gearing up for war, obviously. And then he is going to commit 3 cards to the skirmish. Over to us to see what we can do. All right, so let's take a look at our hand. We have some pills, we have a tribe family, we have a shovel, a scavenger, and a pickaxe. So not a heck of a lot that we can do. The tribe family can fight, giving us +2. Yeah, I don't know what I want to do here. We have quite a bit of digging if we want to do the dig route. We have 1 pill. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the pills all by themselves, which is 1 med, and we're going to recruit a hunter. So that gives us 1 med. We can recruit a hunter. And then I do believe I am going to... I don't know what to do here. That's really not a lot of fight for. So I'm going to commit 1 card to the skirmish, and I'm just going to go ahead. Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. That's not going to work at all. I will commit 2 cards to the skirmish so they don't know what they are, and I'll use the scavenger with a +2 to dig. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to dig 3 cards out of the junkyard. Let's have a look at them. We get refugee, refugee, and junk. And you know, at this point in time, I think we're going to take a refugee for the points. So we're going to sneak him underneath. We're going to take the other 2 and put them back on the bottom of the junk pile. All right, let's reveal the cards for the contested resource and see who comes out on top. All right, this shouldn't come as a big surprise to anybody. This time, Owlbear doesn't have any tricks up his sleeve. We're starting off with Craig. He's got a brawler with a multi-tool, giving him 3, another brawler with a shovel for 2, 3, 4, 5, for a total of 6 fight. Owlbear had some meds here, but they don't do any good. He's got a demolition team with a spear, which is going to, or a spear, yes, a demolition team with a spear, only giving him 4 fight, and we only have 2 fight. So obviously Craig cleans up. He gets the contested resource to put in his pile. We don't know what it is until it turns up later. Initiator card goes over to Owlbear, and let's do 1 more round of turns. All right, so Owlbear taking a look at what he has. He is going to spend his 2 scavengers, and he's going to draw 2 cards out of his pile. And with that, he is going to then commit... What is he going to commit? He's going to commit all 5 cards again to the skirmish. He is just a brawling beast. All right, over to us. All right, so taking a look at our hand, we have a scavenger, a brawler, a med kit, a refugee with a cargo sled. So what do we want to do? We could use the med kit right off the bat to get a hunter, which I think we're going to do that. Or do we want to go 2 and 2? I think we're actually going to go the refugee with a cargo sled is going to be for 2 food, and we're going to use 2 meds. So we have 2 food, 2 meds that we're going to play down. And with 2 food, 2 meds, we are going to get, what should we get? Yeah, we're going to get ourselves a sniper team. We got to join the party here. So we're going to get a sniper team, and then we're going to take the scavenger and the brawler, and we're going to commit them to the skirmish. They probably aren't going to do anything, but we'll give it a try. Over to Craig. All right, Craig has a cunning plan. And what Craig is going to do is he wants to play as Hunter with his spear, which is going to give him a total of 3, the multi-tool. And he has 2 3 meds. So he plays these down, and that's going to give him a total of 6. And with 6, he's able to buy thugs. However, and this is what we will show for a rule right now, Owlbear has committed 5 cards to the skirmish. But he can pull a card from there to interrupt an action that Craig is performing. And Owlbear pulls out a sniper team, and he's going to snipe a tribe member off a Craig. So that's going to go in the discard of Owlbear, and Owlbear snipes the Hunter from Craig, which is going to make him discard it. And so now he can't use the spear and stuff. So basically, Craig is a really upset individual right now. He cannot do anything. It's just to relook at his cards that he played down. Wow, he is messed over. And so he is just going to be sneaky as he can be. And he's going to play the 1 pills to buy a Hunter. And he's going to put 3 cards into the skirmish, which we kind of know what they are, because he got sniped by Owlbear. Ooh, that was nasty. All right, this is going to be it. It's going to be the final kick at the can right here. So let's take a look and see who wins this skirmish for the contested resource. And yes, Owlbear had a look at what it was beforehand. All right, so let's have a look. So we start with Owlbear. He was the initiator. He has a brawler with a shovel, and that gives him 3 attack and nothing else. We have a brawler and a scavenger for 3 attacks, so that's a tie. And Craig just has a multi-tool, a medkit, and a spear, which is not attached to anybody, so he's out of the running. He is basically 0. So Owlbear and I are tied, and the sucky thing for me is Owlbear has 1, 2, 3 tribe members, because even though refugees can't fight, they still count towards tribe members for a tie, and I only have 2. So I lose. Owlbear scoops the contested resource once again. Not good. I'm thinking I see a trend here. Owlbear has really geared up. All right, I'm going to zoom out, and that is going to be the end of this episode. All right, well, that was the end of another episode of Arctic Scavengers. If I were to put money on this game, I would be hedging towards Owlbear, but there's still quite a few turns left. I forget how many contested resources. There's 7. There are basically 7 rounds left, 7 contested resources. All right, well, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Join me next time for another 3 turns of Arctic Scavengers, the base game. I'm fighting against Craig the Klingon and Owlbear. All right, thanks for watching, and join me next time.